All right. So, and I wanted to mention this and come back to it. So we're back in because I don't want to skip through it. When we're back in chapter 12, and the Lord had told him that I want to give you this land. Verse 4. Abram departed as the Lord had spoken to him, and Lot went with him. And Abram was 75 years old when he departed from Haran. Then Abram took Sarah his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their possessions that they had gathered, and the people whom they had acquired in Haran, and they departed to go to the land of Canaan. So they came to the land of Canaan. Abram passed through the land to the place of Shechem, as far as the terebinth tree, and the Canaanites were there in the land. In the Bible, and the Canaanites were there in the land. Then the Lord appeared to Abram and said, to your descendants I will give this land. I'm giving your people this land. These people are here. Understand they're here. We see they are here. And the Canaanites were there in the land. But he says, your descendants are going to have this land. Here we are, 2023. I don't know how many years later it is. Thousands of years. And his descendants have this land. Now the issue is, was that land, does power rule? Absolutely. Is it okay to say I can take this land, therefore, and if I wrote a Bible and the Bible says that my people have this land, then the land is mine? But then for all those hundreds and thousands of years when they didn't have the land, what then? Then they just had their faith and their belief that they would have the land. So when they have the opportunity, or when they get the opportunity to get the land, they do whatever they can to make sure that they get the land. And this is where we are now. And the issue is, does religion control over humanity? Because just because this says, and this is an awesome, beautiful Bible, just because this says that these people should have this land, do we have to have our government fund the killing of children to help you acquire this land? Especially when this land is part of a state, and it's a Jewish state, which is a religion, and our Constitution says that we're not supposed to respect the establishment of any religion. I'm confused. But when you're controlled by a certain group, or blessings to them, look, if we could get a bunch of Negroes up there and everything is happening for black people would be happy. That's what Barack was supposed to do, but he didn't. But maybe because we don't have that power. Am I a hater? Or do I see a gross injustice being done because I'm a defense attorney and I can't help but want to defend the helpless? But we'll get into that. But anyway, so thank you for joining me today. This was just a little quick breakdown. We're going to have a Bible journey, and we're going to continue on this. We're just in Genesis chapter 12 now. And I'm not going through the whole Bible. I'm going to point through very specific things in the first 5 books, which are important. And then I'm going to talk a little bit towards the end of our journey about learning about Zionism and the control that has over American politics and people. I want to get into the Christian scriptures, because at some point these evangelical Christian Zionists believe that in order for Jesus to come back, the Jews have to control Israel, and that's why they're adamant Zionists, and why they fight so hardly for Israel is because they believe that for him to come back, Jews have to control Israel, and then when he comes back, they either convert and believe in Jesus or they die. Can't make this shit up. And it's how they really feel. This because of religion. Because it's in, and it's not even in the Bible. And here's the thing about the Bible, and we're going to get into it, because the thing about it is, if you read it, just if you respect it, you ain't got to have faith in it. Most Christian faiths is baloney. because they're not teaching the true word of Jesus. The true word of Jesus was just love God and love others. All this other stuff, you know, it gets convoluted. So thank you again, Stephen Parnell Weaver. This is my attempt to get a bunch of followers so that I can start going live and we can really break down and talk about these issues on YouTube. We got through the first 12 chapters of Genesis, not through, but halfway through. And I'm looking forward to the journey. And then we'll pick up on chapter 12 where I left off last time. Thank you. And this is I'm not editing anything. This is just me. Please critique me. I don't care really. I'm just a person sharing their viewpoint. But I think that we need to talk about these things because nobody's talking about them. Thank you.